And we are live. Welcome back, everybody. If you
Go ahead.
welcome back, everybody. If you're coming back in after watching the first episode of my Metal Gear Rising playthrough, welcome back to the Warframe stream. And for those of you who weren't watching that last stream, welcome back to my usual Sunday streams Warframe playthrough. If you don't know, this is just kind of a casual gameplay experience with friends. And I am here with Ultra Silver 2.
As always, and if you are curious why this stream might happen to be 38 minutes late, it's because of that Metal Gear Rising stream went on a little bit longer than expected. But it doesn't really matter because we are here now. And we're trying to figure out what to do upon doing this because unfortunately a certain Mesa player who's going to be grinding for relics is a little sick at the moment. However, we could be working our way toward getting Ash again. And that would be a lot of space battles, but space battles are fun. Spectacular thing to watch. And
Let's try
we
and
get a
carefully
ninja out of
find
it.
one that doesn't require 3 people.
It's not going to require 3 people, but that's the only way you can get Ash, is if you do railjack missions.
Yeah, I'm all for railjack missions.
Specifically railjack defense against Corpus. Different tiers get you different parts, whether it be the neuroptics, the system, or the chassis. And to try and speed things up a little bit, I think I'm gonna go with a Titania. Did we ever get you that Nova?
Nova.
I remember we fight the Raptor Corpus robot on Europa.
Oh.
Which she's not melee focused, but she can definitely aid her melee stuff by molecular priming things. Very great support for him. In fact, if not, we can just be focusing on. Oh yeah,
I'm
we can
trying
get
to
Nova a lot faster than we can get Ash.
trying to see. Do I have Nova stuff in here? Okay, I have Nova Neuroptics. Or I have 5 Nova Neuroptic blueprints.
Wow, that's terrible luck.
Yeah, I think that's the only Nova thing I have. Oh, and the Nova chassis. I have
Okay,
one
so
Nova chassis blueprint.
So you said 5 neuroptics and 1 chassis, but no systems?
Yeah, I don't see any systems. Nor do I see the actual blueprint for Nova.
The actual blueprint you get from the market just for 35,000 credits, which I assume you have. Chump change in most contexts.
Yeah,
but
credits are dropped like candy.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Hopefully we can get that
Before
system.
we do, I'm gonna need to adjust my equipment for fighting Corpus.
Yeah, equip a bunch of magnetic stuff. It's largely not going to matter because I'm going to try and beat her on it. But
upgrade.
The gimmick of the Raptor is that you're not fighting one machine, you're fighting an assembly line, and you have to stop the assembly line from reproducing.
Yeah, I remember.
By grabbing the bomb and putting it down the shaft.
Okay. Yeah, hopefully they drop the systems, but
I think it's an even chance all the way around. But
although I don't know. Do you think Warframe uses Monster Hunter's desire gauge, invisible desire gauge thing?
um,
I recently watched a really long video of somebody playing through the original Monster Hunter and the frustrations that came with its old game design, specifically around the. I think they called it the desire meter, but it's like an invisible thing that it reads where it knows exactly the kind of thing that you're looking for, and it'll actively like make it more difficult for you to acquire said thing.
that seems like pretty evil design practice. But
I think the idea
I
was they
can't
wanted
say.
to extend the gameplay, especially for the online segment, as much as
Mhm.
possible.
If the Corpus are building newer raptors, it's imperative we destroy the prototypes and
But
then
It could be used for ethical reasons.
gravity conveyor system to move product up to the surface. These
but
will
I'm
be
almost
heavily
certain they
shielded.
just did it to be evil. Because like some of the things that it would prevent you from getting were things that were already like a 1% drop from a specific monster part.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
So it'd be like, okay, and you could equip something that would give you an extra like extra percentage amount towards getting it, and then it would be like, ah, yes, it'll still take you like 5,000 tries later. Repeat this fight 60 times to get the thing you need to craft the armor you're trying to get.
Damn it. I missed.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Boom.
The entire factory has gone critical. Great work.
Let's
Tenno.
get out of here!
Financiers will regret their investments today. Now,
I don't know,
get
this
out
place
there.
seems nice. Maybe we should stick
Heavy
around
robotic
for a little
signature
while.
detected. Lock and load.
Nice little
think
vacation
Lotus said-
slaughtering Corpus soldiers.
I mean, that's a third of this universe, frankly. Oh, solar system. But I think Lotus said this place is gonna explode. Not that it like works as a gameplay thing. There's absolutely no timer, but lore. And we did this in just short of 3 minutes. 3 minutes. 3 minutes, 1 second. Okay, we did over 3 minutes. Where you at?
Falling into places that I couldn't get out of. And falling off the edge of the map, apparently.
Go the other way.
What other way?
Yeah, you're right.
Oh.
There you go. You gotta fly to get up here.
Okay, okay.
Target down.
Man,
Assassination contract complete. Great work, Tenno.
go a week without playing and I get rusty. Oh hey, I got the system blueprint. Lucky
Woo!
me.
Gotta be the first time sometime, right? Now you can chuck all 3 of those into your
Tenno,
foundry
your codex has been
and
updated with a new quest.
maybe receive a threatening email, like I just did, and then you can have your new Nova in like 3.5 days.
Okay, new. Yes, build.
NOVA. I did see like a fan animation of a Nova and a Rhino in a hallway. It looked like it was like Unreal 4 or Unreal 5, but using like the legit models, and it looked nice. It looked better than most of the official Warframe things. But maybe it wasn't official Warframe Digital Extremes uh animation. It was following like gameplay mechanics, but like with liberal changes to them. Like I think the Nova rolled over at the back of somebody, then through a portal, and then the Rhino went through it. The Nova was doing the majority of the work in that mission. But
Alright, where is the...
only a secondary equipped.
Wait,
Enemies with only a primary. Make up your mind. Damn, should have thought of that first. Did you get your Nova started? Or do you
yeah,
need
I started
like
making
Heroic cells?
all three. I'm trying to figure out where the blueprint is.
It's in the market.
Ah,
You-
found it.
Not exactly hidden. It's not on the first page, unfortunately.
Okay.
But
I don't... I just want the blueprint. Okay.
there you go.
I think it was trying to upsell me on a specific skin.
Huh?
Yep, I get the chassis, neuroptics, and systems all going.
How many Heroic cells do you have?
I think I only have like one, probably. Let me just go into inventory.
If we can hammer that out beforehand, that would be nice. Also, it'll finish my complete a mission with only a primary equipped quota. That's ironic. Ortis telling me I'll be more ready with nothing but my pistol equipped, but
Well, I have a blueprint.
no Heroic cells?
Oh wait, I have 24 Orokin cells.
Ah, cool.
Thought you
We don't have
meant
to
the
worry about that
reactor.
then. No. The reactor will certainly be helpful. Well, yeah. What is this about?
Like right now, theoretically, I could make 15 of them.
It looked like my stream stopped. Why is that?
You forget to pay the bill?
If that were true, then it would have already um we wouldn't be able to talk.
Alright, at the Nova parts. What was the other one? Ash is the ninja, right? Alright. Let's try and work towards getting some ash parts.
Um,
I have no clue where to get the ash parts.
I'm sorry, I'll be there in just a second. I guess I need to start a new broadcast. Uh,
Also, I changed the inside of my character's hood so it matches the rest of the color scheme.
cool.
So
Yeah, I'm
it's
gonna
no
be
longer
right.
bright red, standing out against green and purple. Or, I guess technically it's more like indigo because of the way this game's lighting and
It's damn near blue, but I'm
saturation
gonna be
works.
right back. I'm gonna be right back. All right.
All right. Meantime, let's see what else I can make. Hmm. Yeah. I'll just make this one.
So, stream back up. Or better yet,
Oh, right. You said to get the ash parts, we have to do space battles, right?
yeah.
Well, then. I guess we should head to the dojo and go to the hangar.
Yeah, go ahead and cue that up. I'm trying to enable the stream, which isn't up for whatever reason. Um, disable the time. Create broadcast, start streaming. All right. Seems like it's active. I don't know what happened or why it stopped the stream early, but we're here again. Uh, all right, so let's get ourselves an ash from a defense mission on Neptune, I think.
Huh. I just noticed that
I'll
you
have to double
colored
check
all of
that.
your crewmates red and black.
Just now,
Yeah, I didn't notice it the last few times.
I've got a uniform to uphold.
This guy. This guy's out of regulation. He's got a blue mask. And honestly, I would make a joke about how that looks, but I don't want to say it out loud.
What's wrong with a blue mask?
No, just specifically his whole outfit.
It would probably help if I knew what part I was looking for specifically. Equipment, inventory.
I don't think I have any of the ash parts, so...
I would go ahead and look now, real quick, just to be certain. I have the chassis and the systems, so I just need the neuroptics. Neptune Proxima Defense. Neptune. Orphix. Volatile. Spy.
Yeah,
Wah,
I
wah.
do not have any ash parts or blueprints.
Hmm. So what is the
So at this point, it doesn't matter which one we choose. It just has to be a mission.
There you go. I was trying to figure the defense mission for the systems, which is gonna be the lowest level one. So we'll do this one until we get the Ash Systems, which is supposed to be an A-class reward.
Ugh. I assume that means that it's a relatively difficult reward.
Nope, all the way around.
Really?
Yep. The A-class rewards should show up after the 3rd and 6th waves, as well as the 15th and 18th waves. You get your B rewards after 9 minutes and 21 minutes, and your C rewards after 12 and 24.
Meditation. It is difficult to understand
Oh, no.
the universe.
Lag.
Study one planet. 3, 2, 1. Punch it. Coming up on Corpus Vessel. Board and protect the target.
Alright, let's take care of these cruise ships, make our way into the defense mission, and stay for...
Forces, target the railjack.
Alright, fire away. Looks like you missed.
Disable all priority targets.
This is where you need to land that.
Send them some Borax robots from the auto factory. Unassigned cruise ship located. Deploying immediately.
The enemy have called in a cruise ship. Situation evolving.
I'm gonna take over the other gun.
Launch reserve fighter wing. Ram sleds, launch.
capital ship.
All right, go ahead and get ready and hop into the slingshot.
The slingshot is which one?
This is our
Up top on the back.
Ah, okay.
Arm the warheads. Fire full salvo. Take
Wait.
them down.
orders neutralized.
Back here.
Arkwing slingshot loaded. 10-0 in
Oh.
the barrel.
Yeah, that would explain why I didn't find it. I cannot use the slingshot.
Oh,
I need rank
then
3
drop out.
gunnery.
All right, sorry about that. Just
Pathfinder has
I'll just
successfully boarded.
disembark the normal way then.
Sending you in. 5,
you're gonna get warped.
3, 2, 1, 0.
There you are.
Engage. 10-0 deployed. Lotus will take it from here. Good luck.
The enemy is at our doorstep. You must defend our equipment until reinforcements arrive.
Let's get an ancient healer. And the Vapor Spectre.
You failed to prevent the Tenno from boarding. Intercept them at once.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the twin daggers. But hey, at least I get mastery for them.
Yeah. Where's he at? Interesting. Well, that's one down. 2 more until our first chance of getting Ash systems.
How will we know when we got it?
It will give us an opportunity to leave, and it'll show us what we got.
Oh, okay. I've never really paid that close attention.
Might need to report that to Digital Extremes. They keep getting hung up right here. I'm making. Wonder if they did any tweaks recently.
If mine hung up,
I'll show you at the end of the next wave. They just like get stuck, not jumping to the next platform. But yeah. Okay, I guess they didn't get hung up this wave.
Reinforcements available.
See, this time we got a Lith E2 relic.
Or continue fighting.
but next time we could get a
Keep fighting. Another
Ash system.
opportunity to extract will appear soon.
So, do I get crushed if I let this land on top of me?
no,
Oh, that's a little immersion breaking.
a little bit. But I'm sure you saw the Street Fighter movie announcement at the Game Awards, right?
Oh, I've seen like the clips and trailers and the casting announcements. I'm not sure how I feel about it.
I think it's gonna be
It's beginning to
good
look a
in
little.
a bad way.
I was gonna say it's beginning to look a little like the Jean-Claude Van Damme movie from like 30 years ago.
I mean, I don't think that's gonna be a bad thing because like Street Fighter isn't like super serious. So if they like lean into it, the campiness of Street Fighter, then I think it'll come out pretty well. I don't really
mean-
understand what people necessarily want.
I think when it comes to movies based off of a fighting game, I think it's better to start off with the smaller, more basic, essential cast first, then add all the other like characters.
Yeah, I will say the cast is a little bit big, but
Like-
we're in a post-Avengers world now, baby.
Like for a first Street Fighter movie, I'm like Ryu, Chun-Li, Ken, and
Second.
Guile being in the first one as like our 4 main heroes. Sure, that's good. The villains,
Why do we have Blanca? Blanca.
but like, and then for the villains, you just have M. Bison, Sagat, and trying to remember the one who has like the cat claw weapon. Part of
Vega?
Vega, yeah. You introduce those 3 as the villains, and then any other fighters can just be regular like run-of-the-mill mooks, nameless henchmen and/or competitors.
Have you seen the animated Street Fighter movie from the 90s?
There's 2 of them.
The really homoerotic one, if that narrows it down.
Like, I know there's the one where they have the full nudity, or the scene with Chun-Li in full nude.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I have seen that one. Not
Okay.
not for the latter scene, or not for the mentioned scene, but
Yeah, that's not the reason. And when I say homoerotic, I do not mean Chun-Li's naked in it. I mean
no, I
Ryu
mean like
and
that
Ken
wasn't the
have
reason
really
I
strong
watched it.
chemistry. Well, yeah, I wasn't saying you were.
Yeah,
But if I
have
describe
seen
the
that
movie as homoerotic, don't think I'm talking about the Chun-Li scene.
one. No, I know. Yeah, I have.
Although
seen
that was
one.
like the best part of the movie, to be honest.
Ken
Not
and
because
Ryu's
she's
friendship.
naked, because she's honestly not. It's because like that fight with Vega and like Guile coming in and like at the last minute. I think all of that was really well done, and it's very like tense because like it's in a very familiar environment for anybody who's ever been in a hotel,
Yeah,
and like everything's really close quarters. It was just phenomenal. The stakes just aren't the same for like Ken and Ryu on a cliff.
watching
in
the
the rain,
sunset
you know?
together.
Yeah. See right here, they keep like standing here
Oh,
and
that
then facing this wall, and they don't want to get up.
Extraction is ready.
100 endo.
Unless you can handle more of the enemy.
I
Continue to
say we
defend.
get to 18 and then stop.
hey, if the enemy stay this.
Heroic and sell.
Hey, nice. Yeah, no. And I know
But
there
if
was
the
also
enemies-
the less infamous Street Fighter movie, Legend of Chun-Li.
Was that like a sequel to the one I mentioned?
No, it was a live action movie. theatrically released too. The issue with that one is it tries to treat the Street Fighter universe in a way that's similar to the MCU. Before the MCU got big. Like, it was right after, like, the first Iron Man movie. I think it came out in... I'm wanting to say it came out in 2009?
I do not remember that happening.
Yeah, that's because even though it was a Street Fighter movie, it really didn't look or feel like Street Fighter.
Oh, wait, no, I remember. That's the one with, like, the really... No, never mind.
Yeah, no, it's...
I was...
The whole movie treats itself like it's the MCU, like it's the Iron Man starting off the MCU, kicking it off with Chun-Li as the main focus. And she has to fight.
that's not the worst call.
Yeah. And the movie ends with her killing Bison, by the way. Who is in this movie basically just a regular old like crime boss. There's no like, I am the mastermind of this international criminal syndicate that also does terrorism. And he's not like, I'm trying to take over the world. It's more like the Kingpin, where it's like my goals are basically just take over the city.
Well, I'm about to go down. Where is all of the energy?
Yeah, no. The movie ends with her killing Bison, getting revenge for her father, and then some guy who's like in charge of the Order of the Web or whatever approaches her and is like, there's this practitioner of what's it called? The Assassin's Fist?
They sequel baited the Ryu movie?
They sequel baited Ryu. They're like, we want to send you there to recruit him to join us. And she's like,
honestly,
okay, we'll do.
How do you start off a Street Fighter universe with killing M. Bison?
Yeah, that's what most people who saw the movie said. Like, what? Where do you go? You just killed off the big bad evil guy. I mean, yeah, you have Akuma and Vega and a few others, but like, M. Bison is the bad guy. It'd be like killing Shao Kahn off in the first Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah. You want to work your way up and maybe kill like Sagat in the meantime. Maybe Vega.
Actually, it might have been Vega and M. Bison that were in the movie. It's been years since I watched it. Fight choreography is good. But I will say a big critique I have is, again, it went for that grounded, realistic approach. So it's like, it takes till the very end of the movie for Chun-Li to use any of her signature moves.
But like, the hotel scene is why I think the animated movie's really good, because it's so grounded. I don't know. I'm a little bit optimistic for this new movie. I think all of the actors are a little bit goofy, but they seem to have like good hearts in the right place, and that they're really excited for it, and that energy seems like it could come off pretty well.
I think Roman Reigns is as Akuma is a little weird.
You will be rewarded for your bravery.
But they do have
but they did get a real sumo wrestler to play E Honda, so
who they got Jason Momoa for Blanca, and I'm happy about that. I think that's good casting.
Yeah, I guess I could see it. Just paint him green and give him orange hair.
And he'll act natural.
I mean, Blanca doesn't really speak much anyway.
Yeah, so Jason Momoa could just like, and I'd be perfect. No notes. Here's a Grammy. I know awards.
You know, I only stumbled upon the Jean-Claude Van Damme version by accident one day when I was just channel surfing. I think I was like homesick from school or something. And I see Street Fighter, the movie, and I'm like, when did they make this? And I turn it on, and it's like at the scene where they're introducing, where Bison is turning one of his kidnap victims into, well, transforming him into Blanca. And I see this dude who's green and angry looking, and I'm like, I thought this was a Street Fighter movie, not the Incredible Hulk.
Oh, how wrong you were. Hey, so do you know where my healer went?
You had a healer? Oh, the Spectre? Yeah, no, I don't know where
Ancient
it went.
Xmas?
I have no clue where it disappeared to, man. I didn't even notice it was
I
gone.
doubt he was killed. I noticed a while ago, but I was like, maybe he's just like downstairs and he'll work his way back up. No.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I think they're gonna repeat the mistake they made with the original, and it's gonna be like a very bloated cast and not enough screen time to reconcile with it. I mean, that's just my opinion. Like, again,
Yeah.
If you're doing a universe or starting a cinematic universe based off of a fighting game, it's like maybe stick with like 7 characters from the game proper, and then like just make the rest a bunch of easily dealt with extras.
Yeah.
I mean, 'cause that's what they did with the
I don't
first
know.
Mortal Kombat movie back in the day. It was like you had the core cast: Liu Kang, Sonya, Johnny Cage.
Nah, I think if you had a bunch of mooks, then you're just kind of like lessening the importance of the characters. Because like you're gonna have somebody fighting Ryu at some point, anyways. Why ever put a mook in front of him whenever you could actually have the stakes of him losing a fight? Especially if it's like against Chun-Li, because like that could go either way. You might want to demonstrate Chun-Li's a better fighter than Ryu up front, and then like he eventually works his way to tougher enemies, and then like eventually one-upping Chun-Li later on, without it being a direct fight.
I don't know.
Because like if it's against the Mook, okay, then Ryu is about to win, but it's what is he gonna do beforehand?
I was gonna say the mooks would be more used as like a demonstration of each of the fighters' like ability.
Extraction is ready, unless you can handle more of the enemy.
So like
Keep fighting. Another opportunity to
if we're
extract
going with the
will come
tournament
soon.
setup, then it would be like, yeah, they go up against like generic fighter A, B, and C, and we can show where like, yeah, Ryu easily dealt with the generic dude. Like, oh yeah, that guy was no big deal. And then we can put him up against like Sagat or
But like,
Or
why
Balrog.
bother putting like, why bother putting him up against the Mook though? Or I don't even see the purpose of like having a tournament arc, because that really like localizes the events to one place.
well, that's the
I mean,
thing.
sure,
The
you
original,
could put it in different.
like the plot of the first game is literally the World Warrior tournament. Like each
Yeah,
of the
and that
fighters
ended
got
with-
invited to this tournament where they compete to prove who's the best fighter in the world. And then
I feel like
shenanigans happen.
it being a
involving M. Bison.
mystery that Chun-Li is trying to solve about M. Bison would be a good way to go about it. And then like people keep running into assassins who don't use weapons per se.
Like Cammy and Julie.
Yeah, well, maybe Vega uses his claws, but everybody else just wants to like punch the good guys who are investigating this mystery to death. And it's like
Or
Guile.
it seems they
and
were
like
ripped
you
apart
don't.
by forces unseen.
Yeah. Or you could have them not know who to trust. Like, is Guile a good guy? Sure, he works for the U.S. Air Force, but he works for the U.S. Air Force.
What about this Ryu guy? He just seems just shy of being a murder hobo.
He is absolutely hobo, and he definitely has the ability to murder. Could he be a hired assassin for this mastermind?
Let's face it, Ryu is just what happens to Goku if Goku doesn't settle down. If Goku didn't get caught.
Yeah.
And Ken is
I don't
what
know, I feel
happens
like
to Krillin
Goku
if
is a little
Krillin
bit
gets
more-
Riz.
Who?
I said, and Ken is what happens to Krillin if Krillin actually had Riz.
I mean,
Some actual charisma.
Krillin gets 18, so...
Yeah, but he didn't get her by being charismatic. He got her by being like the sad little puppy with a crush,
I guess.
who also happens to be the strongest human on the planet. Which is kind of sad in comparison to the other fighters.
I don't know.
I don't know. I also feel like it depends on who the POV character is. Like,
I
who's
feel
gonna
like-
be our main POV character? Like, the original X-Men settled on, we're gonna make Rogue and Wolverine our main POV characters.
I feel like Chun-Li makes for a good POV character, and have her and her best friend Cammy like investigate the world spanning plot, and Ryu is just among the characters that she has to like learn to trust.
I mean, you'd have to take liberties if you're gonna make Cammy like her best friend in the first movie, because when Cammy was first introduced, she was an assassin working for M. Bison.
Or you could do that.
And then they freed her from M. Bison's brainwashing, and she went back to being an MI6 agent.
Who does Chun-Li work for?
Interpol.
Interpol, MI6. That's where I
And
got the
she
connection
frequently works together with Guile. And Guile's best friend, Charlie. Who I know very little about other than the fact that he's your stereotypical anime guy with glasses.
from. What if Guile and Ken were friends, and then Ken and Ryu are recent friends?
I think it would be the other way around.
Well, I mean, like Ken
Because
and
Ken spent most
Guile.
of his spent most of his childhood traveling through Japan with his dad and getting Assassin's Fist training from Goken.
As a child, not as a teen.
Yeah, as a kid.
Oh,
That's how he and Ryu know each other. They basically grew up together as siblings.
Extraction is ready.
and
Unless you
I
can
think we'll
handle more of the
do
enemy.
one more.
Keep fighting. Another opportunity
Damn
to
it.
extract will appear soon.
Be free. Oh no, I shouldn't have told him to do that.
It's like if you...
Chroma, no.
Also, Ken is not a natural blonde.
You got this, Chroma. You might not got this, Chroma.
Yeah, no, it's one of those things because it's like Street Fighter has so many characters and so much lore. Like, it really is hard to really adapt it into the format of a movie.
You know, putting Johnny Cage in it would just be hilarious. I'd love it. And sequel bait the movie with Liu Kang.
I mean, they kind of did that with that last Mortal Kombat movie. They sequel baited us with the
With
promise of Johnny Cage showing up in the next Mortal Kombat movie.
No. I'm saying we sequel bait Mortal Kombat.
Oh, from a
in the
Street Fighter movie?
Yeah.
Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat.
Honestly, that would go hard.
I could see it. Capcom does versus games all the time.
Uh-huh.
Matter of fact, its most popular fighting game franchise up until recently was the Marvel Versus series. So I could picture it, yeah. And honestly, I could picture both of those universes taking place in the same continuity.
I mean, especially
In
since
opposite-
Mortal Kombat.
I mean, the power
Most
levels
of
are
the
in
time-
opposite ends of power scaling.
Yeah.
Like, the Mortal Kombat
But
characters are unreasonably durable, and the Street Fighter characters are unreasonably strong.
But, like, the majority of Mortal Kombat doesn't even take place on Earth. So, of course they could fit together. Oops, he was already dead.
And I know they're supposed to be releasing a sequel to the last Mortal Kombat movie, but I don't know if they're releasing it this year, or if they, like, delayed it, or what, because I haven't really seen much in the way of announcements for it. Outside of the initial one saying, hey, the sequel is being made, and it's most of the way through filming.
I feel like it was an announcement a little early just to, like, steal a little bit of Street Fighter's thunder at the Game Awards. Like, hey, we weren't ready to announce this, but we're working on it, don't you worry.
'Cause, like, I liked that last Mortal Kombat movie. I won't say it was perfect.
I don't know
but,
why they invented a new character to be the POV, but
I
Or
think they
the
did
way
that
they-
because they couldn't decide on which of the characters from the central cast to use as the POV, so then they just said, okay, screw it, we'll make a new one. Personally, I didn't hate him. I kind of liked the fact that he was a down-and-out MMA fighter.
I mean, sure that works, but like, you could do Liu Kang. Isn't he supposed to be that character?
They did that in the first Mortal Kombat movie, and it worked there because they, like, made him into, like, the staunch atheist. I don't believe in this outworld mystical BS that the monks taught us as kids. But
That's all bedtime stories.
yeah, and then he has the nightmare about his brother being killed by Shang Tsung, and goes back home to compete in the tournament. But personally, I'm like, I feel like Liu Kang doesn't, like, it's not that he doesn't make for a good main character, because he does, like, if you play the games, he does have an interesting character arc. But
Reinforcements available
got a systems
a lot.
blueprint.
now or continue.
Yay!
Every day,
But in comparison to the likes of, like, say, Johnny Cage or Sonya Blade, he doesn't come across as like a
I never realized how small I was. No wonder nobody can hit me.
he doesn't come across as the as a proper POV character, because it's like he's already immersed in the whole struggle between Earth and Outworld, and
You could cut back to his childhood where he's learning about the stuff.
I mean, yeah, you
All right,
could.
well,
Um,
can I equip more stuff? Nope. All right,
I feel Johnny Cage
didn't
works
have-
better as a main character for
Hey, I'm just a guy from Hollywood, and all of this shit's bullshit. What is that? Thunder God? Not my.
I liked how they approached it in Mortal Kombat 9 when they soft rebooted the timeline and they went back to the story of the first game, the first arc of it. Because at that point he shows up, he thinks, "Oh, well, this is I'm being invited to a martial arts tournament where I can prove that my skills aren't BS. It's not just stunt actors, it's me actually doing the fighting. And there's potential for a new movie deal out of this, right?" And he arrives,
Yeah.
and the first person he's put up against is Baraka with his arm blades, and he's like, "Oh, wow, those are some neat-looking prosthetics and special effects. Who's your agent?" And then he realizes, oh, no, those blades are real, and that was Baraka's actual face.
It's all Johnny Bravo. Johnny Bravo all the way down. Except instead of women, it's movie deals. You mean I could be more famous?
Yeah, that's what I liked about his character arc in that game, is that he goes from being like, I'm not taking this seriously. This is just a tournament. It's not a big deal. And then he realizes the true gravity of the situation and goes, "Oh, this is all very real." And yeah, I should have been taking this seriously from the get-go. Also, we gonna repeat that mission, or are we gonna do a different one?
Oh, we're gonna do same thing with a higher level in just a minute. Looking at OBS and it says that I'm dropping like 90% of my frames, and I want to see if this is even like a valid stream. Oh yeah, that's
So now it's you that's having the issues.
yeah, this is unwatchable. And I'm not even an hour into the recording yet.
Well,
Well, I'm cursed.
upside, mine's going fine, so, you know, if you have to, you could redirect people to mine.
Sure.
Oh.
What am I even at? 1.
Yeah, no, I will say my one big critique of the Mortal Kombat movie, the last one they made, was, I'm not entirely a fan of the whole, them getting the mark, or the dragon mark, and that's like the source of their power. Like where they get their special moves from and everything. Like, I understand they needed to use that as like shorthand to explain away how some of these characters who never trained in like Shaolin Kung Fu and don't know jack about like channeling one's ki and inner energy to do special techniques. Like, okay, cool. Shorthand to explain away superpowers. But I'm like, the two characters in the movie that really shouldn't have had the need for that mark, Liu Kang and Kung Lao, had the mark.
It's like a destined invitation to the tournament.
Yeah, it is, but it's also the source of the super moves in the movie. Like they explain, oh, well, once you have that mark, you can unlock your arcana, which is like whatever your special superpower is. So like in Liu Kang's case, it's the ability to manipulate fire. Kung Lao, it was the ability to teleport and use his hat and telekinetically manipulate his hat and use it as a weapon.
Yeah.
And then for Kano, it was the laser eye, which, okay, I'm hoping in the sequel they bring him back and he's got the cybernetic implant that does the same thing.
We'll see.
We'll see. And let's see. And then Jax was just kind of lame because, like, it was, oh yeah, you're Arcana. You unlocked that power? Yeah, those pathetic little prosthetics the monks made you. Yeah, now they're beefed up robot arms. That's it. That's all you got. And I don't know why every single movie or every single adaptation I have seen seems to feel the need to rush into Jax having the metal robot arms. Like, no, let him have his organic arms for his first 2 outings, please. Like, Mortal Kombat 2 back in the 90s, they didn't rip his arms off, mind you, but they still, like, gave him the metal arms right away, and it's like, why? Granted, in that one, it was like exo armor, like Iron Man armor around his arms, instead of being replacement.
Yeah, I just did a network test, and I'm getting 6.38 megabyte per second uploads, which is pretty bad.
Maybe you're...
Worse. No,
Well, it's
hold
not
on.
an outage, because you wouldn't be talking to me if it was.
Yeah. Worse yet, OBS itself is having worse things. I wonder if I can fix this while streaming. Settings. General? Stream preview.
But yeah, I think that's going to be the biggest issue with Hollywood adaptations of fighting games is them attempting to make it into more of a superhero genre rather than, you know, an action kung fu movie type of genre.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not everything needs to be superheroified. Like, sometimes you can just make it its own thing.
It says healthy, but it's still showing really bad.
Yeah, how into, like, comic book media and whatnot are you in? Like, as far as knowledgeability of it.
I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted but trying to get this stream because like it's dropping 91% of the frames, and so it's like being really stuttery. I have tapped into comic book culture through osmosis and like other people talking about it, but I haven't read any comics in quite some time.
Ah, okay.
I am familiar with basically the Tournament of Power that DC's kind of going through, where it's a bracket style tournament where everybody's able to like tap into other versions of themselves for fights, and it's like Heart of Apocalypse. But I have not read anything or the Absolute Batman stuff, which everybody's going nuts for.
Ooh, Absolute Batman is interesting.
Oh, you're not a fan?
There's some good stuff in there. Like, I like the idea of here's a universe where all of our main heroes have like the worst possible starting points. So like in this timeline, Bruce Wayne is not a billionaire playboy philanthropist. He's just an average Joe working on an average Joe salary. But but as a buff, he happens to be 6'9" and like 300 something pounds of raw muscle. I'm not kidding. Superman, instead of being sent to Earth as a baby, he's sent to Earth as a teenager. And he does not get to spend a whole lot of time on the Kent farmstead before things go sideways. However, the Kents do still technically adopt him.
Is the Absolute Universe supposed to be one created by Darkseid?
Yeah, he created it as a battery for himself. And as an experiment.
What if I pissed off Batman as much as possible?
Oh, yeah, everybody's saying, like, yeah, sure, he gave Superman, like, a terrible start on life, but, like, wow, he really is taking out all of his frustrations on Bruce, isn't he? How dare you dodge my Omega beams, you cocky little mortal. Here,
When I
how
said
about
my
I make
Omega
you...
beams are undodgeable,
How about I make
I
you
wasn't
broke,
talking about the beams.
and all of your enemies are now, like, horrifying eldritch abominations.
/ your best friends.
Okay, to be fair, Killer Croc, when they finally introduced him, he isn't outright one of his villains. At least not yet. Sure, he's been horribly mutated and turned into a literal giant crocodile man thing with a jaw as big as his torso.
Gaping dragon.
Yeah, like, when I say he's been turned into a crocodile man thing, I mean, like, I don't know where the crocodile begins and the human ends and vice versa. Let's see. Riddler is literally like a dude who's hooked up to computers and stuff, and it's a really wild looking thing.
Yeah, I saw that.
And Penguin is he's just a normal dude. It's just he's been, like, so horribly maimed that even if they manage to save his life, he's gonna be, like, 2 feet shorter and fatter. And have, like, deformities that make him look like a penguin, so... Yeah, no. Bane was an absolute menace in the Absolute Universe, more so than the main one. And the Joker's a literal monster. So, like, yeah. Batman's not fighting normal street-level criminals in this universe anymore. Meanwhile, Superman's got it on easy mode, apparently, in comparison. His first major enemy wasn't Lex Luthor or, Doomsday or something, or Brainiac. Nah, his first major enemy was Ra's al Ghul.
Oh.
Yeah, they gave him Ra's al Ghul in this universe as his big bad evil guy. Although he just defeated him, so not that big or bad anymore. They did introduce Brainiac, but Brainiac is less of a threat than he is in the main universe. And yeah, Wonder Woman is literally like a 7-foot tall, Buster Sword wielding, warrior. And Barry Allen's a supervillain in the Absolute Universe.
Oh, he is?
Or, at the very least, he is not working for the good guys. Yeah, he's like a government scientist who's working on a bunch of experiments that are really shady in nature. And Wally West is the Flash in the Absolute Universe. And the origins of his speed may or may not involve Jay Garrick being atomized. I don't know. Nobody knows. Then there's Martian Manhunter. His absolute universe counterpart is more or less the same. I don't know what they really did with him. But it is interesting. Like I said, I like the idea of Batman being a broke street level vigilante who's now being forced to fight things that are far beyond what he was prepared to fight. And I like the idea of Superman not being raised from infancy to adulthood on Earth, but rather being an angsty teen who arrives on Earth and is kind of forced to grow up just a little too early because circumstances. And Wonder Woman is like, I mean, okay, it's interesting. She grew up in the underworld instead of on Themyscira, but it's like she's more or less still acting like Wonder Woman. It's not much of a change. Yeah, no, the Absolute Universe is interesting. But it does have some creative choices that I would not have gone with, like Bruce Wayne being 6'9" and like 300 something pounds of raw muscle. Like,
Would you rather him be like 5'10" and more of a detective?
I would have rather him be not almost 7 feet tall. Yeah. Like, I get the idea. You want him to look big and intimidating, but like, I find it hard to. It breaks my immersion a little bit because I find it hard to believe that somebody who's almost 7 feet tall, yeah, sure, he's covered head to toe in stuff that would conceal his face and identity, but there's not very many people who are 6'9" and 300 something pounds of raw muscle running around Gotham. Real world fiction doesn't matter. That is not a common trait. It would not take long for the police to figure out who Batman is just based on his height alone. Like, shrink him down just a little bit. Like, 6'4"? All right, I could believe that. That's a believable height where I could still buy into the idea of his identity as being kept a secret. But, like, design-wise, I'm like, that was just an odd choice. Kind of like Capcom always drawing Ryu as, like, this super, like, beefed-up, muscular guy, but his official stats are 5'9" and 154 pounds. I'm sorry, Ryu would look more like I do than what Capcom draws him looking like.
Yeah.
Like, Ryu would be a pretty skinny dude. Now, if he was like 5'9" and 250 pounds of muscle, then I could imagine him being this gigantic, super ripped guy with biceps the size of my head.
All right. I am being begged to take a certain somebody outside, so let me see if I can do that quickly.
All right. I shall be, I don't know. I'll find something to do. On stream to keep the audience. Well, I guess technically
do a
I don't.
syndicate mission.
Huh?
Do a syndicate mission. Leave the dojo, and then once you get back to your orbiter, you should be able to check the missions in the top right corner, and there should be underneath the hexagon tab a bunch of syndicate missions. And you can do something for the arbiters of Hexus and do that. Single player content. All right, I'm gonna be right back.
is going into stasis. Now is your chance to complete this sabotage. Use whatever you can to make sure it never works again. A coolant cell has been extracted. Cell has been placed in the coolant system. Restarting the reactor will produce hazardous magnetic activity.
Most cunning founder! With my life I protect your sacred crowns!
Guard the console and prevent lockdowns while the fuel erodes the coolant system.
My desire to escape is greater than your desire to catch.
Alright, I'm back. My stream is still down. It didn't why does nothing work? Yeah.
Ask the people behind Windows 11. I found that is the root of many of my problems.
I haven't. Oh, is this? Hey, I'm gonna reconnect in just a minute. I'm gonna try restarting this and see if we can get things to work better.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Sound good?
You're doing what now?
Gonna restart my computer.
Yeah, that might help. Could also make things worse, but it's probably gonna help.
We'll see. Doodles.
Flattery charges my battery. Some people ask where they can send me gifts. Some want to take me out to dinner. One lonesome old rail agent even asked Nora to marry him. Nora ain't the marrying kind, but thank you. Was in love once with a man. Face of an angel. Morals of a chainsaw. We all have a type, don't we? Against which we must be forever on guard. But damn, he looked good in a suit.
Ugh.
Hello.
Okay, you're back.
Yep.
Everything working properly?
I don't know. Connect to Discord first. That's set to activate a startup. And I feel like I don't use Steam 100% of my boot ups. Ugh. Oh, this hurts. Star Wars Battlefront 2 Classic is used in promotional material for Disney Classic Game Sale.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I was like, don't you dare claim that as your own Disney. You had
But
nothing to do with it being made.
It's 65% off. So I suggest everybody spend the $3.49 to buy it.
I mean, I already own Star Wars Battlefront 2, so
Yeah,
I'm good.
real cool. Real cool you are. I also have it, but
Yeah, no.
I was talking about installing mods on it earlier in your last stream. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, I am now live, and I'm opening a Chrome window so I can see how the quality of this current stream is. And getting up, stutter, 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 but the audio is not stuttering. It says it's got excellent connection, but it says I've dropped 95, 97% of the frames because the bitrate's only at 2200.
Interesting.
Why is it at 2200? Let me stop streaming. I'll delete that video shortly. Go into my settings, my stream, find output stream. It's set to 68,000 kilobytes, so it would be 68 megabytes per second. But it's only doing 22 to 2 to 3 megabits. But I don't know why.
That's interesting. So I'm noticing that some of the weapons that used to only have the platinum price listed now have the now have credits prices.
Those are blueprints.
Okay. Okay, so I'd just be buying blueprints for them. Got it.
Yep. Well, for most of them, if it says Mark 1 next to it, then you'll get the full weapon. Like the Mark 1 Kunai, the Mark 1 Paris, the Mark 1 Breton, the Mark 1 Bow? Maybe Burston. I don't... Mark 1 Strun is another one. But I think that's it.
I'm just looking for a new pistol. Is the Sikaris any good?
Sure, I don't remember using it. Automatic software adjustments designed to prevent drop frames. If you
2 seconds. Accuracy high. Critical chance 16. Critical damage times 2.
setting advanced network.
Yeah, why not?
Advanced network.
No, I should sell. Yeah, I need to sell some weapons before I add new ones.
But you need to remember, it never troubles the wolf. How
Do I go to
many
market to sell, or do I just
it
do it?
Do that from your inventory.
troubles.
Okay. Inventory.
Um,
I don't need the kunai anymore. So I
um,
will sell the kunai. Buy the gun.
um, you know, I guess I can try that.
Experience. W Warframe. Oh yeah, that's a nice looking gun.
Yeah.
How to upgrade it.
Um, regulates the
Use the
transmission
form.
of data packets by spacing them evenly over time, reducing the bursty nature of this
Upgrade it.
standard TCP traffic.
Navigation has been updated with new invasions.
Hmm.
Chaos is spreading.
Um,
Oh, I already- All right. So are you still trying to set everything up, or
yes, I am. You can go about.
Because I don't know if I really want to do another syndicate mission.
You don't like syndicate missions?
It's not that I don't like them. It's just I don't find gameplay as engaging when it's just me.
Um,
Which I forget which syndicate has the weird like swirling galaxy thing for its logo.
Cephalon Suda.
Okay, if I do a mission for them, I can slowly work my way to not being hated. And that might
Wonderful.
upset the arbiters. I don't know.
No, they like that. That's why you're able to do missions with them, even if they hate you. Nope. My bit rate's still low. It's higher. Using YouTube's back door. Am I? Maybe not.
What an interesting place. I appreciate you
I
doing
don't
this
have any
task
drop
for me.
frames, but
Our position has been compromised. Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive.
Oh. I just realized this is a defense mission.
oh no.
And I'm alone.
I believe in you.
Yeah, good thing this is a low level mission. Okay, Broken War is actually not a bad weapon.
Oh, that's one of the better weapons in the game.
I mean, it has the word broken in its name, so like I assumed like, you know, it would have subpar stats until you actually made war proper.
No, it's broken game balance wise. Stream. I can't change what server I'm streaming to. Midstream, huh?
Wait, there's different servers that you can stream to?
Yeah. You know what? Maybe this just isn't something I should be doing while living at this particular place, because I can't make the walls better. Even though it's not an issue of that, because I already did a network test and it's much higher. It's OBS that's keeping this low. I need to go to YouTube and delete all the like 5-minute streams I've been doing. I feel like I worked on it.
Well, at the very least, the NPC characters that they got protecting this cryopod are at least decent enough at taking out the enemies. So what do you think the real issue is?
Nanomachines.
Okay, Senator Armstrong.
Because I have... Okay, I had it set to the primary legacy thing. What if I set it back up? And then I changed my bitrate to 51,000, as they suggest. Output stream. Delete 51. Okay. Log in.
No. The Thornback's not a bad weapon either. Not my favorite,
Uh,
but it's not terrible.
Is this gonna refresh? Cool. I got a really weird ass
That's the last of them. Objective is secure. Let's go home.
YouTube window.
I'm sorry, what was that about a YouTube window?
I have a window to the left side of my OBS so I can like view chat, and it refreshed, and now it's just like the YouTube homepage,
Huh.
but like super skinny.
I hear remarks.
Speaking to the mic again?
Oh, you couldn't hear me?
No, I was just double checking to make sure the needle on the Discord in OBS was moving. Yeah, wouldn't want
was that?
another awkward talking to a wall moment.
I am delightful.
You just close the dialog window. If you'd like to show it again, use the menu. It's still there. Docs, chat. Okay, there. It finally died. Now it's back. Whatever. All right, killing OBS. Starting OBS as administrator because that's supposed to do something, maybe, sort of, kind of.
So, you know, the more and more I learn about cetaceans, the more I realize that the predatory ones, like the more carnivorous species,
Mm-hmm.
are absolutely psychopathic creatures.
Hey. Uh, scheduled start time must be in the future. Cool. Let's set this for not February 1st, but February 15th. Selected schedule. Now that's saved, I can start streaming. 0 kilobytes, 39 kilobytes, 900. This is displaying good. This is displaying bad. Why is this only at that?
I wish I could see what you see, but unfortunately I cannot.
On OBS in the bottom right corner, you see your frame rate, and then to the left of that, your CPU percentage, and then to the left of that, your runtime, to the left of that, or your recording time, sorry. Then your streaming time.
Yeah, I see that.
And then to the left of that, you have a bunch of raising bars, which shows you your
Kilobytes
bit
per
rate
second.
in kilobytes per second. Mine should be at 51,000, which is what I have it set to. However, it's only getting up to like 5,200. YouTube is, and I have a error message saying that YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming as such view.
Mine
something.
stays at around 15,000 kilobytes per second.
And that's wonderful. I would like to have 3 times the amount I have now as well.
And it has a dropped frames of 0%.
Yep, mine was at 91 last couple streams. And I go into my network and prioritize a certain process.
Crew, Orgon accumulator has been resealed. Negentropy risk at safe levels.
So I just have one question. How do you
Yeah.
customize your crew's uniforms?
You would have to go into it, but I think it's done from the dojo if you're the primary user of the squad. Go up to that one terminal where everything else is handled, and like one of the far right tabs. You could see that.
'Cause I only ask because all of my guys look like Gray Fox. They all got that orange and gray look to them.
Why are you going to make them indigo and green with yellow accent?
Attempting to perceive. Cognition algorithms fail to prove a negative. Something touches me. Impossible.
Well, I'm not sure what color uniform I'm gonna go with, but I don't feel like Gray Fox fits with my ship. So I think I will head over to the dojo.
Where is settings, advanced, process priority, high, apply. Oh, I got up to 9200. It's now idling around 4500. Okay, so my computer on Task Manager shows a 3% network utilization. So it's got a lot more network speed to go with. Mhm.
Oh. I don't think it'll let me,
You want me to help you find it?
well, if I go to the crew option, it just tells me unlocks with command rank 1, 3, and 5.
Do you... Wait, you don't have any crew yet?
I'm pretty sure I should have a crew.
Do you remember where you got them?
Got them?
Yeah, because like the people repairing the ship in the dojo are not the crew.
I don't recall getting anybody for my ship.
Okay. You get crew members for your ship by going to Fortuna, and if you go to the not the business, what's his name? Next to call you Stardust. Get on his name. One of the guys in Fortuna, and he will uh sell you the bonds for people, and then they will work off their bonds to you as crewmates. And
Okay, I
then you get
forget
to
where
try.
Fortuna is.
That's on Venus. Ticker. His name's Ticker. Thanks, Loppany. How are you watching those?
Very carefully.
I don't have an NVIDIA card.
Right.
Thanks, Loppany. I can. Thanks. Output. The encoder. Oh, through recording.
Okay, and I talked to a... Where did you say the merchant was?
His name is Ticker. If you open up your fast travel wheel, then you can find him.
Ah.
However, he's on the shelf to your left.
Look at you, a tenor.
I assume he's to your left. I don't know how much you've rotated around.
I hate the fact that I now know that their heads are in their torsos.
Yep. Join the club.
Listen and listen tight. My real life
I don't think I can change my
charity.
encoder.
You buy some
Audio
poor big
and
jockey's
the
debts, they sidestep brain
H2.
shelving. Every sinner's a winner. Now, I'd appreciate you keeping this little old conversation.
My
to
CPU is not the problem. You keep
And
like
when I ask
demonstrating
for help,
CPU
you
fixes.
look me in my baby blues and say yes.
Okay.
There's no shame in helping your fellow creatures.
Oh my god.
One
Not
of the good
lag
ones, that
network
one.
I
problems.
guess I need to
Um,
find specific alloys in order to buy.
They can save themselves
Yeah.
with a little help. There's no shame in giving what you can when you can.
line
Hey, this
like
cover's got to be
internet,
useful for
adapter,
something.
network settings.
Do what you got.
I
What is it you have for us, Stardust?
They keep showing
Check, check.
CPU
I'll be here
fixes.
till it's me on those dossiers.
There we
Till
go.
then,
Bad bitrate,
we're
good
done,
internet.
don't we, Stardust?
Let's move into the second post. Thanks. The solution. I didn't read the whole guy's problem, but his title gave it away. However, the second person to post on this forum used the 3 words: use an Ethernet cable. I guess that's 4 words. I'm using an Ethernet cable.
That is the most like I'm rich, you're poor, get over it kind of solution.
No.
I mean, I know an
Ethernet-
Ethernet cable doesn't actually cost that much, but still. Like, it's just the not helpful, just use this thing that you may or may not have. Or have the ability to afford.
ML bitrate. But you need to use the RTM instead of the RTMPS. Doesn't the S just stand for secure? Um. Also, multiple game capture sources are usually not needed as sometimes interfering each scene. You can use the game capture for all your games if you change games. Often try hotkey mode. My issue is the internet. Use Ethernet cable connection to the computer. I also have a problem finding skipping past those. Let me check his stuff. Okay, bitrate 808. Cool. 10. Security? Can I disable firewall for OBS? Maybe that's slowing things down? I doubt it's even having a problem. Effective access, permission, blah, 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 blah. No.
Right, well, in order to buy the debt bonds, I need to get like specific alloys.
Yeah,
So I guess I have to go on some mining expeditions.
yeah, sure. Why not? End broadcast. I would close OBS, however, that is also the source of, like, how I can hear anything. So I guess I'll just do that. I'll just play Warframe tonight. So mad. This... I feel like if it was an ISP thing, then it would be demonstrated at the test, which it kind of is, but not to the degree that I'm failing to. I have given up on streaming. Oh, no. Heck, you're still streaming.
Yes, I have been streaming this whole time.
Yeah, thank you for the food.
Although I should probably get food and take my antibiotics soon.
Oh no, the bacteria.
Yeah, remember how I complained about my ear last week?
Oh, are you still in Fortuna?
No, I left Fortuna.
Thought we are going to be doing bounties. Or not bounties.
Mining?
Mining in Orbalis.
Yeah, I wanted to wait for you.
Well, I am here with an Akjarga. Have you done a mission with only a primary equipped?
No, I don't tend to... I told you, I don't tend to do those.
But if you did, then you could get like
'Cause
weapon slots and character slots before it becomes an issue. And it will.
Alright, so you're on Fortuna, right?
Nope, I'm in my orbiter, and as soon as you set the location, I can agree to it, or I can start it. Or we could just go to Orbalis, because we just need to be mining the materials, right?
Oh, I didn't know we could just skip over going to Fortuna to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Turns out, it's not uncommon for one to get an ear infection after having the flu.
Did you get the DM I sent you?
I have not looked at Discord.
Yes.
Are you talking about the one with the really long link?
Yes.
I will click on that after we're done playing. Alright, so where's the best place to go mining?
Literally any cave.
Alright. You show me the way and I'll go.
Here you are. Now I'm gonna eat my sandwich.
Me desperately searching for a glowing line on the walls. Okay, not a very big cave.
Have you looked at your mini map? There should be like 24 things here. And also, I just went to the closest cave there was.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any mining point. Other than like
You haven't seen any?
Other than like the 3 that I already mined.
Are you looking at your mini map?
Yeah, I'm looking at the mini map. I don't see any indicators.
Really?
Other than the symbols that indicate entry points into the cave, no.
I find this very hard to believe that there's not like 24 mining spots on your mini map.
Yeah, what do they look like?
Like gems, I guess, rather tall gems. A very small black trapezoid on the right side, mostly white.
Yeah, I don't really see those on my mini map.
Do you have your mining laser equipped, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I have like a mod on it or something. Have you down here? There's a little cave here with some gems in it.
Uh-huh. Looking for the glowy bits, and I'm not seeing any.
It's a shame that we don't share them, otherwise I'd point them out to you.
Ah, found one.
How many total do you think you found in this cave so far?
That would be maybe 4, 5. I don't know. I don't
Okay,
really
yeah.
count. I just search.
Yeah, we. Take a look at where I'm at and see if you see one right here.
Nope.
No? Okay. What about one I haven't already collected? So many things on the mini map right here, it's kind of hard to tell. It says there's one above me that way. There it is. Alright. Just below me, do you see on the snow? Right where I'm standing? Oh, I fell.
No. Do not.
You don't see one right there?
So I'm thinking they spawn in separately for both of us.
That's what I thought.
And unfortunately, I do not see the little indicator on the mini map that you do.
Alright, it probably requires standing anyways. Let me just I don't know. Let's go back to Fortuna and see if we can get you one.
You know, I don't need to customize my crew.
Yeah, but you're gonna need it for other things. It's a good idea to have it anyways. I don't even know why I'm standing here. very elegant.
Actite and Venerol. And some Goblite. Oh, and Traveroid. Let me...
Best advice I was ever given. Ticker, you'll be a lot happier once you stop caring about the opinions of a culture that's beneath you.
Yeah.
I learned my worth. Learned the places
He's
and
gonna
people
want to
that
have
matter. Open my eyes.
the minerals that you've collected and have them refined by your founder.
Okay.
But first,
There's no
where
shame
is
in you know
Smoke
where to
Finger?
find me.
This is why we did that whole mining episode.
Yeah. If you would stop talking, I could read what this does.
Yes, yes, they're here. I do not like your attitude. You, we,
Silencer,
I am Zood. Kick guns are what we do. Bring parts or purchase Chatter's daily design. Just
You know what? I think that widget might be at
I am very skilled in getting them to
in
leave.
Cetus, not Fortuna.
Oh, for the crewmates?
No, the widget for your mining laser, so it would show you the gems on the map.
Okay. So that would make mining a hell of a lot easier.
Yeah. I intentionally left the squad, and I'm gonna go to Fortune and see if I can find it faster.
Wait,
And
go to
did I say
Fortuna.
Fortuna? Meant to say Cetus.
This is what we're looking for, isn't it? Oh, I forgot to change it to public.
Doesn't
That would
matter.
explain why I have 0 concurrent viewers on the channel right now. Don't know why it makes me do this every single time. Should just be the default.
You have your settings saved for your stream. There's a thing at the top that lets you save your settings. If you click that, it'll update it.
Yeah, I saved the settings multiple times. It keeps defaulting back to private. I don't know why. All right. Okay, sorry folks. That was supposed to pop up a few minutes after I finished the Metal Gear Rising stream, but apparently YouTube does not like to default my streams to public. So, yeah, if you want to see everything that's gone down so far, you're going to have to rewind this by a couple hours.
Oh my god.
Technology annoys me.
Not Cetus. Let me check Necrolysk.
Although, have been streaming for over 2 hours, so I may just call it a night here as far as the stream goes.
Wampa.
Hmm?
Was your Metal Gear Rising stream?
Oh, I had that one
Public?
on public, yeah. Had somebody actually comment on that one. To tell me that that fight was, or the fight against Blade Wolf was one where you parrying was better than trying to dodge. Which, yes. Yes, it was. I just wish the game had been a little more, straightforward with telling you how to do the input for the parries. Because telling me pushing the left stick forward towards the opponent and pressing square at the same time is too vague. They needed to say flick the joystick in the direction of your opponent and press square or X or whatever controller you're using, the equivalent button. Because otherwise I was just trying to execute parries and not parrying. But if y'all watch this stream and you like it, please do comment and please like and comment. You don't have to subscribe. I'm really not trying to like make it big on YouTube. I'm just doing this for fun. With that said, I am signing off.
Whoa.